Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Sorry this one took me a little bit longer to post. I didn't have motivation to do this video whatsoever all week until Friday. So filming this on Friday. Well, I'm assuming I'm probably not gonna finish until like Saturday, Sunday, which would be about like a week after I uploaded my last video. So I just want to apologize in advance. But today's video is going to be just talking about mental health, mainly because it is May, which is Mental Health Awareness Month, and also because my last video about just talking about feelings, I think it just hit 300 views. If you haven't already watched that, go check it out. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe because I'm about to hit 100 subscribers, and it would be really cool if we made 2 accomplishments. Not that you have to subscribe. If you don't want to subscribe, don't subscribe. But why not? Why not subscribe? Like, what's the big deal of subscribing? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
So yeah. So I don't actually, like last time I had like a whole word to word planned out of what I wanted to talk about and certain subjects I wanted to touch up on. Today we're just gonna freeball our talking. So this is all gonna come straight from the heart, and if if I say anything wrong or I say anything that might sound a little weird to you, or you just might misinterpret something, just let me know in the comments and I'll correct myself, or I'll fix it for you if you didn't understand what I was saying or trying to get to. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what I'm saying. What I want to talk about, it's addiction. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to touch up on, I don't know if I touched up on that in the last video. I don't think I did. Addiction is a very touchy subject for me. I don't like to get into, but y'all are closer than my friends to me, okay? And I feel like I can talk to y'all about anything. I mean, I have so many other things I want to talk to y'all about, but there's things that my family don't know yet, and it's like, if I talk to y'all like a public account where my family might find it one day, it's kind of like setting myself up for failure. You know what I'm saying? I gotta stop saying that. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to talk to y'all about addiction and the many forms that addiction can take. There's just many things you can get addicted to. You can get addicted to pills, you can get addicted to drinking, you can get addicted to drugs, meth, coke. I don't know if I'm allowed to say any of these words on YouTube. If I get banned again, bro. Last time I got like my first violation for copyright, like I had the edit video, so I don't know if anybody has tips on how not to get copyrighted. Let that be in the down below in the comments. But anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, addiction could take many forms, and I did struggle with addiction. This is something I don't really care if my family sees, because the real people I'm scared that will know already know about it, and it's like the parents already know about it, so it's like not that big of a deal anymore, because what my aunt might know or something like that, like that's not as bad as someone like my parents knowing. But since my parents already know about this, I think I should share my experiences with addiction in the past. I have had addiction to self-harm before. It's something, it's a very real struggle that not a lot of people do take serious, and I think the reason people don't take I don't know if I can say that word. I think I can. Self-harm serious because self-harm, I guess, has always been looked down upon. I don't know, from what I've known, like emo people are known for that, and just like not like, yeah, obviously suicidal, but like just like it's always it's always like made fun of. It's nothing that is ever taken serious when it comes to like the real world. Like online, yeah, people might take it really serious, but like IRL, like I hear jokes about that all the time, and like jokes from my own friends. I don't even know that I struggled with that before, and the reason being, like, I just don't ever want to open up to them about that because it will change literally everything, you know what I'm saying? And it's not something you can just talk about easily, sadly, and it's something that's very hard. And one comment I did see in the last video was that they like seeing videos talking about stuff like mental health because it sometimes feels like everyone is just a jolly person, that they never struggle with mental health ever, which is just not true. I'm pretty sure everyone struggles with mental health. If someone doesn't struggle with mental health, they're just lucked out, bro. But it's like stuff like that, like people making fun of that and not knowing you do it, like sometimes it's really like demoralizing. Like it feels like what all you went through was just like a big joke, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna stop saying it, like, you don't know what I'm saying. But it's just like stuff like that, like it kind of makes it harder for people to open up to people. So even if you do struggle with that, and people don't, like, not everybody's gonna know you did struggle with that, so I recommend trying not to make jokes like that because of the fact that I make jokes like that. But it's like I can make jokes like that. My friends like hear me and they're like, oh, I can make jokes like that too. But it's like, it is no, just like no. No. Sorry. But what I really want to talk about is what is that really makes someone really addicted to doing whatever they're addicted to. I think what I was addicted to was the feeling it gave me after. I was just addicted to the fact that it felt like a way to let all my anger out, and it wasn't like for attention. That's the first thing I got asked when my parents found out. They were like, was it for attention? Which I don't, honestly, to be serious, I don't like the way my parents reacted to it. If they're seeing this, sorry, but it's just the way they reacted. It kind of felt like I did something wrong, which, yeah, I mean, I technically did, but it's not the right way to approach a situation like that. And there's times where I've seen videos being like my friends saw my wrist and they didn't say anything about it. They don't care about me. They just see it and they ignore it. If they choose to ignore it, they don't talk, they don't ask me if I'm okay, yada yada yada. The thing is, some people do not know how to approach situations like that, and it's something you have to approach very carefully. And some people, instead of trying to figure out how to approach an uncomfortable situation, they rather just give up, because imagine your friend accidentally approaches you in the wrong way. They don't want to risk the friendship over something like that, it's not that it's not serious, it's just stuff like that is very hard to approach. And sometimes it's not because the person doesn't care about you, it's the fact that they do not know how to approach you without accidentally triggering something, accidentally getting you mad, making you uncomfortable, just creating an unsafe environment for you. And so if you ever thought something like that, just know it's not because the person doesn't know or the person doesn't care about you. It's because the person most likely doesn't know how to approach the situation. I really have never heard of somebody ignoring a situation like that because they don't care about the person. It's never that case. And it's just not a nice way to be thinking about people. No hate to the people who've done that in the past. It's just sometimes you have to think of their perspective. You have to put yourself in their shoes. What would you do if you saw your friend with that? You know what I'm saying? It's something that's very hard to approach. Where was I at? I got off track. Point is, I think I started either 7th or 8th grade was when I started to do stuff to myself. I don't even know why I even had that idea. I was having this moment where I felt like I couldn't breathe, and it felt almost like if I didn't do anything to myself, then I wouldn't be able to breathe, if that makes sense. I kind of felt like you're like sinking or drowning or something, and like the only way to get out is to like, or like, oh, that's a perfect example. You know that Hello Kitty? Have you seen that Hello Kitty cartoon where she's like having an allergic reaction to peanut butter and she eats it, but she can't get it out of her mouth because she doesn't have a mouth? It kind of felt like that, and it felt like I was cutting open a space where I can breathe. And I know this sounds really weird, and it's probably not, you probably won't get it, but it just felt like it was the only way I could breathe, and I could feel like better about my life. And it was also like small things, like arguments that triggered me into doing it. People calling me worthless, people saying I'm not a good person, like that stuff really got to me. And I'm someone who's really sensitive, but more sensitive like once they're alone, not really once they're in a public setting. So I probably won't like cry in front of you, but like at night. But I'm gonna be thinking about it, and it's something I don't let a lot of people know, but a lot of people, I do tend to overshare, so my friends probably know about that, but that part, not the not the other part. Something I struggled with for a long time, and yeah, it's a very serious thing, and I feel like people mostly do struggle with it around the ages to like middle school to high school. Elementary schoolers always go through that too, but it's mainly, you know, middle school, high school. And I remember when I was in elementary school, I heard people doing that, I saw people doing that, and my first thought was, oh, I can never do something like that. What is even the enjoyment of doing something like that? Why would you even do something like that? Like, why would you do that to yourself? Are you stupid? That's mainly how people see it when they're not in that case scenario. Their first thought is they're selfish, attention seeking, and just only think about themselves. I think the attention seeking is the scars. People think that people want to, I guess, show off the scars for some reason. Like, why would I want to show off scars I have in my body? Like, that I did to myself. Like, so people can judge me and look at me weird. Like, why would I do that for attention? It's not for your attention. It's not because it's not for you. It's not for your enjoyment. It was simply because I was going through a rough time, and it was the only way I could kind of get close to almost not living, quite frankly. Like, it was the closest I could get. It was like, it kind of felt powerful, you know, knowing that like one little small move and it could all be over. I mean, it was the closest I could get to it. And it sounds dark, yeah, but it is dark. It's a dark time I was in, and I think it got really bad. I think 8th grade, I couldn't stop even if I wanted to. It was just like every time I wanted to stop, it was like right there, and I never got rid of them, and I think that was the main problem. I don't know if I still have them now. I'm like I'm clean right now, but sorry. But point is, it was just a rough time, and the person who's, if you're I'm trying to approach this as like the easiest way without kind of misinterpreting something. If you know a friend who's struggling with self-harm, please don't ask them if they're doing it for attention. It's one of the most, I hate that question so much. And another question I get a lot is why. That's the question I got asked by my father, is why did you do that to yourself? And I couldn't answer. Because I didn't have one specific reason on why I did something like that. I didn't do it because I wanted attention, because I would hide. Sorry, I'm tearing up because this light's too fucking bright. My eyes are very sensitive. Should I put glasses on? Let me see. Just look like a fucking nerd. It's fine. But no, there's so many questions I got asked was, why'd you do it? And I was like, I couldn't answer. I just sat there and didn't say anything. Because there's never really a main reason. There's not one reason you're doing it. It's all reasons you're doing it. Oh, wait. Okay, so now you don't want to work. Yeah, okay. No? Okay. I look stupid. So, anyways, I got asked why did I do it, and I couldn't come up with the answer. Now that I think about it, I can't still not come up with the answer. I think maybe main reason being it just made, I just felt like I had to. I mean, I felt like I was worthless, and I felt like I needed to do that to myself because I didn't deserve to live. That's how I felt, and it's not like I could have changed the way I felt about myself. It was just how I felt. I was, number one, an emotional, young teenage girl who, number one, hated herself, and everything I thought of myself, everyone was telling me at school. And I don't know, I just felt icky, okay? And it was just a way to cope with my life. I mean, I just felt like I was hated all the time, and especially by my loved ones. I just didn't feel wanted. So I felt like everything was my fault, and I felt like every bad thing that had happened to me was for a reason. And I just felt like, no, I felt like every bad thing happened to me because I deserved it, and the only way to cope with that was to harm myself. And yo, I look ugly with these glasses on, man. My eyes are okay now. Sorry. Yeah, I think I struggled with it for about, I got off again, but I guess what I really want to excuse the background, but I guess what I really want to say if you're a viewer who is watching this and you yourself are currently struggling with self-harm, or feeling like you want to end your life, always know that there's always people who love and care about you. And if you have to have one person who cares about you. You have me. I care about you. I care about your life, and I want you to be alive and continue living your life, whether if you continue watching me or just continue living life. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want you to be happy, and I want you to have friends and have boyfriends and experience a normal teenage life. There's always so many things to live for, and not only that, but there's college, there's a job, there's going out to see the world, there's going to clubs, we can get sorry. You want to guess the color of my underwear? Okay, sorry, no. Yeah, there's so many things to live for, so many things to see in the future. There's so many things in the future that is worth living for. Like GTA 6. GTA 6 is one thing you could live for. I'm just kidding. Sorry, wrong moment to joke around about. But seriously, I care about your life, and so does many other people. And there's so many reasons to live. And there's the suicide hotline. I'm gonna put right here. Depending on where you live, though, which I think most of my viewers live in the U.S. So I don't know, but if not, I'll just put all of them somehow. I don't know. Personal experience with mental health. My mental health has never been really great. I don't have therapy though, which I feel like I should have therapy, but I don't think my family believes in therapy, so I doubt even me asking is worth it, and I'd rather save myself the trouble. But if you think your parents would be open to therapy, go ahead and ask them if you feel like you need it. There's also like many online apps, which I'm not gonna say because I don't have a sponsorship, but you could do your research and you'll find there's millions of online therapy people, which I'm not gonna say. But if you wanna sponsor me, I'll say your name really quickly. You should like, what is this background noise, bro? Okay, sorry, but the point I was getting at is the mental health. I obviously was in a very dark place when I was doing that to myself. I felt unwanted. I felt gross. I just felt disgusting. And depression can be kind of seen in different ways. You can sometimes, actually, depression is not a noticeable thing. You can never really tell when someone's depressed, when someone tries to commit, when someone's failed to commit, you never know. Like yesterday I could have tried to commit suicide, but it didn't work. And that's why I also want to say the big message also to be nice to everybody. And that's something I really need to work on better. I always try to better myself, because I feel like in the past I've been really disgusting and mean before. And it's something I just don't want to be anymore. I want to be a better person for many of reasons. Just because you never know what somebody's going through, and it's just like, why would you want to be mean? It doesn't make sense. It's just flat out like not good at all, and it's not very Catholic of me to be mean as well. If you're Christian or any of those type of religions, I doubt you should be bullying anybody. So yeah. What else should we say? I don't want to open up about anything else, because that already is like something that I'm very like personal about, which I'm very rare about when I'm personal about some things. I'm not like, I'm a yapper. Like if I'm yapping to you and I'm close to you, I'm gonna tell you everything. If there's nothing to talk about and it gets quiet, I'm gonna start talking about every single dark secret. Except that's one thing I would never talk about, just because I'm just uncomfortable with that topic. And it's something that's very, I don't know, just scary to talk about for me, and it shouldn't be for you, but it's just for me personally. I get scared talking about stuff like that, and it's normal to feel that way. It's something you shouldn't be scared of, though. You should always feel welcome in any environment, and if any friends do judge you for doing that to yourself, then they're not a good friend, and they need to be more understanding about what you went through, or maybe try to have a conversation, or maybe send them this video so they can maybe understand that it's not because you want attention. It's simply because you were in a dark place and you didn't know what else to do. That was the closest you can get to the real thing. And I get it 100%. And if you need somebody to talk to, I'm always here, and I will always state that I'm always here, an open person to talk to. Okay, my video literally cut, but I'm gonna change spots, because I think it's God trying to tell me, yo, change spots. And it cut, and my phone died. So, yo, what the frick? Okay. I was getting to a point, anyways. Yeah, I think that might be the wrap of this video. I think. I don't know if I touched up on all the topics I wanted to, but point is, I love y'all all so much. I want y'all to be safe. Don't do anything bad to yourself. Stay safe. If you need anyone to talk to, I'm here. And so is therapists and hotlines. Because I am not licensed to be helping anyone, and I'm probably the worst person to go for help but I'll do my best. So I guess, yeah. But I just wanted to say I love you all no, ew, cut that out. Why did I do that? Point is, I love you all so much. Please make sure to subscribe, hit that notification button so you can get notified every time I post. What the heck? And comment what you want to see next. I think my next video is gonna be like my last day of school. If not that, like an Amigo video, which I tried to film it last time. I don't know if I said that in my other video, in the other video clip, but people are like really mean on Amigo, or just really weird on Amigo, and it's like, yo, what the heck? And the point is, I love you all. Make sure to take care of yourself, mentally and physically. Bye. Love you so much.